Hi everyone. So in the previous video we came across the root causes of acidity. The first was when excessive acid is produced in the body, and the second was when the lower esophageal sphincter muscle gets weak. So I'm going to tell you now few eating changes and lifestyle changes which will focus on two things, which you can adopt such habits so that excessive acid is not produced in the body, and second, the lower esophageal sphincter muscle, which is very weak, will be strengthened. So let's start discussing about few eating habits, and the first is start eating slow, because when you don't eat slow you don't eat properly, and when you don't eat properly you take large chunks of food, and in that process the digestion gets affected, and when there is no proper digestion of food, then more acid is produced and acidity occurs. So first of all, let's understand, when you don't eat slow, your body goes in sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system means your body works in three modes, like fight mode, flight mode, or freeze mode. So you should always eat in parasympathetic nervous system mode, which acts on rest and healing. So when you are eating in hurry, your focus is not on eating the food, and when your focus is off, then the digestion is also not produced in the body properly, and when the digestion is off, then more acid is produced and acidity occurs. So start eating slow, and for that, what you need to do, you need to chew your food properly. Like, you suppose you're chewing the food for 3 times, then start chewing for 6 times, then increase this to 9 times, then increase it gradually, because in Ayurveda it is said that we usually chew the food for 24 to 32 times. So how long to chew? You came to know that you should chew your food properly, but how long to chew? Till your food turns into liquid. Like, you should drink your solids and you should eat your liquids. When you eat something, when you eat any food, you should chew it properly till it turns into liquid, and then swallow it. And when you drink something, don't just take the glass of water or bottle of water and drink it. You just take a sip of water, put it in your mouth, and just make it like squeeze it in your mouth and drink it. So focus on drink your solids and eat your liquids. If you follow this, then you never ever you will have any digestion issues or any acidity problems, bloating, gastric complaints, never. So first, we covered about start eating slow, and next is never skip your meals. Usually, I have seen most of the people, what they do, they just have a heavy breakfast, then they take in the middle multiple times tea or coffee, they don't have the meal in the afternoon, and they directly have the dinner. No, when you do follow such lifestyle or such eating habits, then there are chances of the more acid will be produced, and more discomfortness you will experience in your body. So just frame a gap between meals, like it is ideally there should be 3 to 4 hours gap between each meal. Like, you are having your breakfast at 9 o'clock, then you have your lunch at 12 in the afternoon, like that. Just frame 3 to 4 hours and just eat in moderation. It's nothing like that you should have a heavy meal. So no, focus that there are 3 main meals in a day, that is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 2 mini meals, that is between breakfast to lunch and lunch to dinner, that is midday meal and evening snack. So focus, you eat healthy, you eat in proper amount, and you eat mindfully, and you maintain a proper gap between your meals, so that excessive acid is not produced in the body and you do not experience acidity. Then third is have your dinner early. So usually you should have your dinner 4 hours before you go to bed. Focus that you have your dinner by 8, because 1 to 2 hours you spend your time doing some work or watching TV or walking, whatever, and then you can go to your bed, because immediately when you have your food and you just lie down on the bed, the more acid is produced due to gravity and it travels towards your throat. So to avoid it, have at least your dinner 1 hour before you go to bed. Then next is the most common thing people do is when they wake up in the morning, they start their day with a tea or coffee. Remember that when you are sleeping in the night time, your body is completely acidic, and when you wake up and you have tea or coffee, then you add more acid in your body and it becomes over acidic. So when you wake up in the morning, your body environment needs something alkaline. You can simply drink an alkaline water. You can simply drink a glass of water, and before having a tea or coffee, I would suggest to have soaked almonds and walnuts, because it is loaded with vitamins and minerals full of antioxidants. So put something healthy in your stomach, then you can have your tea and coffee. Next, few people, what they do, they have it in intermediate. They have tea, coffee, black tea. Remember, the more the caffeine, it encourages acidity. So to pay attention that you have you provide your body the proper amount, not in excessive amount, so that excess acid is produced and you experience acidity. Next is you should avoid processed food, fried food, spicy foods in your diet, because that encourages acidity. Then you should eat fruits in your diet, because it is alkaline by nature. It reduces uh, the complaint of acidity. So before having breakfast, you do add a fruit, uh, then you can have your breakfast. So you can eat a bowl of salad before you have your lunch. So these are few things which you can add in your regular eating habits, and you can get rid of acidity. Then next is the last thing we should focus that on the eating habit is like smoking or drinking, because when one smokes, the nicotine in it weakens the lower esophageal sphincter muscle, and there can be chances of acidity. And when someone drinks also, it has a similar effect. The lower esophageal sphincter muscle gets weaker, and the more acid is produced, and acidity is experienced. So these are few eating habits which you should focus and start implementing gradually, because there are many things I have shared, but start implementing one by one so that it becomes your habit. You adopt a healthy lifestyle and you get rid of acidity. So let's now discuss about few lifestyle changes which we can adopt and get rid of acidity. So first one is your posture and clothing, because when someone is working and is just forward bending and working for long hours, due to the wrong posture, more acid is produced and the person may experience acidity. When someone wears tight clothes, so it puts lots of pressure in the stomach, and the person can experience acidity. So focus on sitting properly, focus on your posture, wear the clothes which you're comfortable with, and decrease the chances of acidity. Second is movement. Don't sleep for long hours. If you're working, you can just take break in every 30 minutes. Just move your body, just stretch your body, walk for a few minutes. When you are getting a call, just walk and talk. So there's a few simple things which you should focus, because when you're eating, acid is produced, and acid will only get digested when the body moves. And when you are not giving a movement to your body, when you're not moving your body, then indigestion is produced and as you experience acidity. So focus on moving your body. Next is remove anger and stress, because when you get more angry, then more irritation, the more the stress you take, the more acid will be produced, and you will experience acidity. And remember, when you are in stress, your body goes in sympathetic nervous system mode. That means fight, flight, or freeze mode, where digestion is off. So be happy, be positive, and while eating, just keep the stress away and focus on eating. Focus on eating mindfully. The next is lack of sleep. When you don't have a quality sleep, you don't feel you don't feel energetic when you get up. You feel like you should lie down for a few more minutes because you didn't experience the amount of sleep your body needs, the amount of rest your body needs. So focus on having quality sleep of at least 7 to 8 hours, and so that you will be away from irritation, because when you are not feeling energetic, you are getting irritated, you are feeling stress, and again your body goes in sympathetic nervous system mode and digestion is off and you experience acidity. Then, and the next is you should reduce your weight. When you are overweight or when you are obese and you are thinking that acidity will go away from your life, no, it will never happen until you reach your ideal weight, because your stomach is the abdomen, which covers or strengthens the sphincter muscle. And when there is lot of fat like belly fat, visceral fat, which affects your organs, which affects your stomach, which affects your digestive system. So you need to reduce your weight, so that it does not add much pressure on the muscles and organs around it, and so that more acid doesn't get produced and you will not experience acidity. So for that you need to achieve your ideal weight. And the last one is avoid sleeping on the right side, because the esophagus enters the right side of your stomach, and when you sleep on the right side after eating, the entire area covers with acid and you experience the acid reflux. So avoid sleeping on the right side, and it is recommended to sleep on the left side. So prefer sleeping on the left side to get rid of acidity. So here we come to know that acidity is a consequence of several external factors, like poor diet, smoking, alcohol consumption, a lack of physical activity, exercise, eating habits. So I have said few eating and lifestyle habits which you can adopt in your regular routine, and you can get rid of acidity. And please do read the captions where I have shared few magical tips. If you follow that tips also, you can get rid of acidity. If you focus on that few tips, you can get rid of acidity. Thank you for watching my video.